Hello Aries, welcome to your reading for November. This is for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. Please make sure you check all your placements to get a clear picture of what's going on for you at this time. As always, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate for all of you. Please take the bits that do resonate and leave the rest behind for somebody else. We'll be doing a simple past, present, future. I will be pulling clarifiers as well as connecting cards if required. But we will start off with a couple of archetypes and spirit animal cards just to see what you could expect this month. All right, we have the empty room. I'm going to get all your oracles out first and then we will talk about them. So this is going to be an entirely Kim Kranz themed reading because if you guys watch me regularly, you know how much I love Kim Kranz. Decks are phenomenal. Cheetah, fire showing up, nice, good to see in an Aries reading. And we have dragonfly, beautiful, air. All right, let's talk about these. Now, when it comes to the empty room, it does look like a bit of a dark card, but then again, you have to keep in mind the planetary transits. Mars, your ruler, went retrograde on the 30th of October. When a planet as fiery and passionate as Mars, especially being your ruler, starts doing its backward dance in the sky, things slow down a little bit. Not just for you, but for everyone on the planet, right? The empty room is a feeling of lack. It is the feeling of wanting and craving something and wanting to fill ourselves up with something, anything. It is a bit of a void, so to speak. It may feel like all the ambitions and the goals that you have and you have been working towards for a while now, it's almost like everything just slows down. And while you're putting a few projects on the back burner, your mind is struggling to latch on to something else. Right? Because that is what Aries do. I'm an Aries rising, so I get this. And you being cardinal fire, you constantly want to be on the move. You constantly want to achieve and do something. It's very hard for an Aries to just sit. But this card is asking you to do just that. And this doesn't have to be the rest of November. It could just be take out a day for silence. All right? Sit with your feelings. It's all right for you to not complete everything on your to-do list. It's all right for you to postpone and procrastinate for once. All right, Aries. Now, what's hilarious is we have Cheetah. Now, this is your energy, right? This is the sun not shining on the Cheetah, but the sun shining outwards from within the Cheetah, right? This is an energy of solar force. It is yang, masculine energy. It is Mars energy. It is wanting to take action. I feel with the dragonfly showing up, it's quite peculiar actually because Neptune is retrograding. And this is a very Neptunian energy for me. It talks about illusion of the mind. So while your 3D self almost wants to take action, wants to do something, wants to get out of this empty room, this vacuum, this feeling of void and lack and loss and whatever it is that you're going through, I feel like you may start latching on to projects, people, situations that may not be the best for you. Because when Neptune is retrograding, especially in Pisces, that is the master of illusion. That is rose-colored glasses. So it's beautiful how all your oracles are speaking to each other in so much harmony. I feel that you need to start connecting to yourself, Aries. All right, I know that sounds like a tea towel quote, but I feel like your mind has been exceptionally busy and you are investing in people, places and situations that do not serve your highest good. All right, there is something that needs to come to a close, or maybe it already has come to a close with the empty room. There's an aircraft flying overhead. I don't know how loud it is for you, but anyway, don't take action just for the sake of taking action. All right, and if you don't have a blueprint, if you don't have a plan mapped out for yourself this month, that's all right. Your planet going retrograde can be a difficult energy, but it's retrograding not to punish you. It is retrograding to help you blow off some steam and calm down. All right. And again, Mars is also retrograding in Gemini, which is the sign of communication and travel. So be very mindful of your tone, be mindful of your words. The King of Swords, bottom of the deck. Be mindful of arguments and verbal disagreements, because that can be very common. Not just for you, but again, for the collective. All right, let's see what we have for you. Ace of Cups wanted to show itself. That's way too many. I'm not going to take them. But I feel like there's anger here. There's a little bit of anger. Whew. You see, I mean, this is incredibly cohesive. I love it. We have the Knight of Wands, the Magician, and the Two of Pentacles. I'm going to get them all out. I'll give you an overview and then we will clarify. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yes. Aries. You're going to hear my dogs barking. It's breakfast time. You see how with the Knight of Wands, this again is very cheetah-like energy. It is wanting to take action. It is being motivated enough to do anything, right? But the Knight of Wands with the Five of Swords right here, this is you wanting or looking for a shortcut to success. The Five of Swords can be a very self-sabotaging and deceptive energy. Alright, it is you putting your focus on one particular thing and telling yourself that I will do absolutely anything to achieve it. The moral compass that we're all born with sometimes goes out the window when the Five of Swords shows up. Okay, and the Knight of Wands is not particularly a mental energy, it is more a physical energy. The mind doesn't really come into play here. With the Magician and Temperance, you see how the Magician is a card of manifestation. It is you wanting and desiring something, anything. You remember I said that. But then when you start manifesting from a place of lack, you create more lack. You need to find that particular project, person, situation that fulfills you. And it just doesn't fill you. You know what I mean? There's a feeling of more that you deserve, a feeling of, and it's almost like you're settling because you just want to fill that void. With Temperance, this is again, it is Sagittarius energy, it is fire energy, but it talks about patience, it talks about divine timing, it talks about slowing down just a little bit. With the Two of Pentacles and the Seven of Wands, the Two of Pentacles is the card of juggling too much. It could be a card of being confused about a decision that you need to make. But with the Seven of Wands right below it, I feel like you're feeling very defensive regarding something. And if anyone, including me, points out to you that Aries, you need to calm down, you're just like, nah, I'm going to stand my ground because I know I'm right. Neptune can be very tricky. It can be a very, very tricky energy. And if you're an Aries rising, then Neptune is retrograding in your 12th house, which again is the house of illusions. It's the house of spirituality and magic, of course, but it is the house of illusions. So something that you may be feeling extremely passionate towards right now may not be the best for you. All right, let's see, Aries. Oh, I dropped a card. Hang on a minute. Alrighty, we have the King of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune. That's beautiful. Now, the King of Cups is that energy that I was talking about. It is the swan gliding on a lake and it looks like it's just floating, right? But you don't know how fast the feet are moving. So it is something that needs to be done behind the scenes. It needs to be done backstage. The cheetah wants the spotlight on him. Oh, no gender in tarot, right? But the King of Cups is very calm. The King of Cups is doing all the work by him or herself and not waiting for recognition. Is there some kind of external validation that you are looking for in your relationships, at the workplace, in your friend circles, whatever? Ask yourself that. Because if you are looking for external validation with the King of Wands and the Cheetah card, I feel like you need to start going within. And the Wheel of Fortune is the universe taking the wheel. The Wheel of Fortune is the universe asking you to slow down. Oh, yes. With the Ace of Swords and Judgment, this is the energy of prioritizing the truth. What are you settling for? Are you pulling, are the people in your relationships or your friendships pulling their weight? Or are you doing everything? Energetically and physically. With the Judgment card, this is a realization. It could be that something or somebody from the past came back in because there was a realization, there was an aha moment. But then with the Five of Swords, I feel like it was deceptive. It was self-sabotaging. It didn't really show itself the way it was supposed to stay. Does that make sense? It could also be an internalized truth. It could be something that you thought was right for you. But then you very quickly realized that, well, it really wasn't. Which is why we're in the empty room right now. You know what I mean? Oh, beautiful. The Ace of Cups and the Four of Swords. This is healing. The Ace of Cups could be two things. The Ace of Cups could be, well, love coming in from an external source, or it could be love that you pour into yourself. And it could be both. With the Four of Swords, this is your third eye chakra opening. This is you healing. This is you resting, meditating, being in that empty room and being okay with it, being happy in your own company, right? And once you are happy in your own company, once you are happy with how things are, once you're happy with that void, no matter how difficult it is when that love comes in correctly. It's not deceptive. Ace of Pentacles wanted to show itself. We have the Six of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles. Again, there are lots of hints about like a past connection. If you're here for love with the Six of Cups, it could be that with the Knight of Pentacles and with Temperance, it may seem like, you are being patient, you are being calm, cool, collected, whatever it may be, and it's just taking way too long. Whatever this is, it's coming in very, very slowly. But you see again that under the surface energy that I was talking about with the King of Cups. It's a boring old tree. I mean, it's beautiful, but it's boring, right? It doesn't seem like it's doing much. It's doing a whole lot under the surface. So there is something brewing here for you, Aries, and I almost feel like it's the calm before the storm. Enjoy it. And I feel like it's not a bad storm. We don't have any towers here. It's a good storm. It's a beautiful storm. Just don't deceive yourself. All right? Oh. The Three of Swords. The Knight of Wands is here again. You see what I mean? Oh, goodness. I'm going to explain in just a minute. Right. Now, with the Two of Pentacles, the Three of Swords, and the Knight of Wands, you remember what I said about the cheetah. You remember what I said about taking action just because, well, you want to, right? Once you don't balance out the pros and cons, once you don't evaluate them, is when you will take action that could lead to a downfall. All right. Now, this is minor arcana stuff. This is in major energy. The dragonfly right on top is telling me that there is some kind of deceit here. Whether it is you deceiving yourself or it is somebody else coming in to deceive you, or maybe it's just unintentional. You know what I mean? But with the Eight of Wands and the King of Swords right here with the Seven of Wands, I feel like you're going to feel very defensive. You're going to feel very, it's like you need to stand up for yourself. The Eight of Wands is a card of communication and travel. But the King of Swords is somebody who doesn't mince his or her words. And with Mars retrograding in Gemini, I did tell you to watch your words. We all need to. I need a connecting card, but I just saw the Eight of Cups at the bottom of the deck with the Ace of Wands. So a passion that you thought was good for you might not be. Wow, that's a lot of cup energy. confusion, an offer of love, being love. This is the most beautiful card for love in the tarot, the Queen of Cups. I'm going to get one more here. Oh my God, you will not believe it. The Page of Cups. There could be an apology coming in. There could be a small offer of love coming in that may transform into more. But I almost feel like you're carrying a lot of pain from the past. This wants to come in. I feel like for some of you it may have already come in, or may be coming in like today. You know what I mean? Because this is your present energy. But then I just feel like it's not coming in the way you want it to come in. Tower, bottom of the deck. I did say I don't see a tower here. 6 of Pentacles, 2 of Cups, 9 of Swords. Yeah, there's an expectation here that's not going to be met. And I don't want you to settle. Right? Just because we're in an empty room right now doesn't mean we're going to fill it up with just any other chair. Okay? All right. Let's get you some charms to close this off. We have Pisces, Capricorn, the letter J, the letter F, a snowflake, and an intricate heart. So J and F could be your initials. They could be the initials of someone you're dealing with. Doesn't have to be. You could have Pisces heavily in your chart, or Capricorn, or you could be dealing with someone who does. The intricate heart tells me that whatever love this is difficult, but it could be beautiful if it's taken care of. And the snowflake could represent, well, winter. It could represent the cold. It could represent all of this transpiring now. And if there's been any kind of cold war, I feel like it may be time for things to thaw. All right, that was it for you, Aries. Hope this helped. I will see you in the next one.